Hey everyone, how's things? Trying to make myself record a video today. It's a bit more difficult than usual. Probably because I have quite a bit of things to do today. But anyway, let's try this. The topic is as the title says, the energy, which is kind of like the core of everything. This is who we are, how things function. On a deeper level is on that level, energetic level. And I find that the more you see the world through the perspective of, looking through the energetic perspective, if you will, the more it explains things clearer and accurate, And I was when I was contemplating what is going on in the world, as I a lot of times do, I saw that using through the prism of energy, a lot of things get explained very easily, and how societies have been functioning more in the domain that the energy is limited, which is not true, and that we as people and societies and businesses, we have to depend on somebody else give us the energy. Because if you look at it, all that is happening is like we're trying to gain more energy, contain it, and then use it, and it can be in a sense of money or creating anything, from artistic ideas to building to form societies, build infrastructure, everything. It's about generating enough energy to actually do it and see the manifestation of this energy in this physical reality. But I want to make it even like simpler, because I think it's very useful when you see the energy as a common denominator of what is going on. Even when you eat, your body transforms it into energy, which you can then use for whatever you would like. The reason why we breathe, drink, do anything, the reason why we work, we get the money, so some energy that allows us to purchase things that we need, then we go to sleep, we recharge, maybe we go in nature, on the sun, and we recharge, maybe we meditate and we recharge, and then we use this energy. And what I wanted to talk about is that what I've seen in our everyday world, that how the official narrative is that you always have to be depending on energy. So if you want to access God, you have to go to church. If you want to if you want to drive around with your car, you need to go to the gas pump. You need to go to the store for food. You need to use all these things on ongoing basis, and you need to pay for them, which is not a problem in itself. But what happens is that because on the other side, if you see that in this side we are dependent on the energy, on the other side there's also infinite energy that is available to us all the time, even through the air, that we breathe, and that we can basically, there's enough food on the world that nature gives us to take care of our basic needs, then the needs that we are trying to fulfilled through this new type of food sources, that your body doesn't really need, and they're sugar based. It's just basically feeding our minds, and in a way that it's more like crash and burn, it's we get a lot of, for instance, when you eat sugar, you get a big spike of energy and then you collapse, and then it's like an addict. You have to keep on going, while people that you're paying the money to, they're making a lot of money, while at the same time you're training yourselves to be functional of crash and burn, so you exhaust them very fast, and that's why you have a lot of diseases, and not just that because of this reason, but also others. But I hope you get the point, that talking about these dependency models, where we depend on others that have their best interests at heart, and well, not at heart, but you know what I mean. That they will use this fact that you need them to exploit you further. So what to do about it? Because I know for a fact there's infinite energy available, and you don't need to be dependent on somebody else. And even you can gain the energy even by bullying somebody else or abusing somebody else. It makes you feel powerful, and it actually feeds more like of this wounded ego self that needs all the time some sort of increments of little powers so it can feel good about itself. So you can leech on other people and you will suck their energy. You can like I mentioned before, abuse them and you will get the energy. You can even argue and try to stimulate yourself or and get energy like that. You can indulge in drama or enhance drama, and you'll get energy through attention, like that. But the energy that you will get, that actually you are given, is this small incremental little pieces of energy that basically your image, your false self, ego needs in order to feel good about itself and powerful, and in order to survive. So it needs it all the time. And I've seen the societies, we function like that, and we need things all the time, and we live like in this anxious, neurotic way, stressed, trying to get these pieces of energy, these crumbs everywhere, where in fact you have infinite amount of energy available. So how do you access that? Well, you access this through some sort of meditative practice, which obviously, I don't know, some of you probably know, that doesn't mean you have to sit down and do nothing and just, it actually, it goes more about you experiencing yourself beyond just your regular everyday identity, beyond just your thinking mind, that tells you who you are. It's a whole nother topic that I'll talk about other time. But what I wanted to say, that this is available for you, where you actually get a recharge, where you can get out of your mind, thinking mind, and relax into so-called your being. You are an entity, if you will, an electromagnetic field that goes beyond just everyday thinking mind. And that's where you will actually get energized. That's why you feel energized when you go to the nature, because you go into this meditative state, and you can do the things to go into this meditative state in an active way, doing whatever. It doesn't matter. It's more about the quality where the thinking mind subsides, and you will actually feel energized. Also, if you go do activities that you like, play with kids, animals, all these things are very recharging, and gives you access without destroying anybody or anything, but just naturally increase your level of energy, that's beyond the sleep, eating right, exercising, all these other good things, And the thing is that the more you do that, the less you're going to cause problems to yourself and others. You will feel better and obviously make better choices. And then you will not find the ideas of how to get energy like out there, in a sense of, I don't know, drilling for more oil or whatever stupid ideas, crazy ideas we have to abuse the planet that we live, or other people, to get this little amount of energy that you need all the time. And you go into the domain of, like, for instance, what Tesla was exploring, that there's infinite energy and it's possible to have electricity for free. Why are we doing all these things, abusing the planet, when electricity is for free? You just have to investigate how to actually do it, and it has been done, and put it into massive adoption. But what would that mean? That you would be independent, interdependent, you wouldn't need anybody else, where you need to pay all the time, like a little slave, and the society would function in a very more conscious and aware way. So the industries and people that are controlling and leading this world, obviously they don't want that. They need your energy. So you go into the system where it was made to enslave you and get your energy in whatever way possible. So that's why I invite you to explore this infinite source of energy that is available. Find it. Find what it means experientially, and connect to it. And see how the reality changes, and see how better decisions will come to make your life better, as you will not be dependent, running on the hamster wheel. You'll feel better, and you'll not make stupid decisions anymore, trying to enhance your sense of self. So this was, I hope it was not too long, but just, to send your attention, I feel like, in the right area, where you find answers that are far better than what the media and official narrative is giving you. And so you can empower yourself and step out of the matrix, so to speak. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. Leave me your comments, please. I'm always curious to know how I can do these things better. I realize you could, obviously you could be more prepared, because a lot of times I just freestyle, and when I get inspired, I just record it, and I know if I would structure it, possibly I could communicate better. So tell me about this or anything else. I'm curious what you think and feel. And yeah, make yourself a great day.